welcome back. Today we are going to be using my practice hand that my lovely friend PJ gifted me. I will admit and I will tell you that this is a task. I've always wanted a practice hand, but to me, being that I never really had one and my practice was on my own hand or my kids' hands, a practice hand is much different, and there's pros and cons to it, but I really enjoyed this experience. It was different, and I think I'll get a lot of use out of this practice hand. And so I just want to thank my good friend PJ. Thank you so very, very much. Also known as Sick Tips here on YouTube. She is the sweetest and most funniest, straightforward girl that I know. I mean, I do know quite a few, and you guys, if you're not already following her, please go check her out. She is the sweetest person. So today what I'm going to be doing is I wanted to use some acrylics that I had. So I'm using, I believe it's Cover Lush, and I'm sorry this video is relatively short because I had to cut out most of the footage. Practice hands are not normal hands, and it was a bit of a task staying in frame, and it was tricky, so I did have to cut a bunch of it out. I am sorry for that in advance, but I liked the way the set came out. It did come out how I had it in mind. I'm using Cover Lush as my acrylic and my size 16 acrylic brush. She is still having her sale. She said she would be having it for 6 months, I believe. That if you buy 3 items, you get them 50% off. And so I will leave the link to her. I did post it on my community tab, but I will also leave it in the description box of this video. I'm going to be using my polishes from Madam Glam to pull the look together, but I am just, I'm so happy, you guys. I'm feeling much better. I've still got a little ways to go, but that's just part of healing. So thank you all for the prayers and the well wishes. And when I feel a bit more comfortable sharing what is going on, I will do that. But as for now, let's talk about these nails. The hand feels so realistic. Is quite odd, actually. I need to find some better way to have it setting to where I can stay better in camera. And what I'm using here, yes, it is in a bag, so don't judge me. It came in a little acrylic pot, like the little half ounces, and it's just a bunch of shredded hearts and stuff that is really cute. I don't use it very much, or haven't. I've had it for at least two years already. I got it from Zulay in a scoop, so I wanted to use the little container to do my own personal mixes, so I just dumped out the little Fimos or whatever they're called and put them in this bag, and that's where I've had them ever since. So I'm just going in with my acrylic, and I'm going to be laying down on 2 of the nails. I'm only going to carry it down up so much, and the rest of the nails are going to be solid with the acrylic. I do not build these up as their practice nails, and just to kind of get the idea out of my head and see if it can be executed. Personally, I don't like to waste my acrylic. If I didn't have to clear cap this, or if I thought there was a way to go about it that I didn't have to, I most definitely would have done it that way. I'd rather not waste my product. But I wanted to see if I could execute my vision the way I wanted to. I liked the scent, don't get me wrong, I did like it, but it didn't come out how I had it in my brain. So that's a little like, I might have to try it again and see if I can execute it differently. I'm going to be using the colors Cosmo Sparkle, I believe that's the name of it. The one I called a topper in my PR video that I've done for Madam Glam, Pajama Party, and the Perfect White. These colors, you guys, please, if you don't want to use my discount code, that is completely fine. There's several discount codes out there, but if you can't afford more than one or two, my code does take 40% off any order you place, and it is well worth it. These polishes are like nothing I've ever used. I've never really complained about the polishes that I used. I just bought what I could afford, and so I can compare them to other brands. Like I've tried Mafa and Cynthia's, I think that's the name or how you pronounce it. And those are okay, and they are pigmented, and they do the trick. But when it comes to removal, they would always get stuck in my drill bit or stain or something. Madam Glam does not. This is Pajama Party. I got this for my Christmas collab with them, and I just thought it would go perfect for the colors in this. But back to what I was saying, Madam Glam, as easily and buttery as it is to apply, it is just as easy and buttery to remove. It is like nothing I've ever worked with before. I was highly surprised and stunned, but at the same time not so much, because I mean, if it applies so beautifully, why wouldn't it remove just as well? Like, I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but in my head it makes sense. So hopefully it makes sense to everyone else and you can kind of understand me. And I just done a Frenchie on the ring, and I am using the Cosmic Sparkle for the middle finger, and I cured it for 60 seconds, and then I'm gonna go in and paint Pajama Party as a solid on the thumb. And did we do the ring finger yet? Oh no, because I encapsulated on that one, that's right. But what? Oh, here's the perfect white. You guys, I do regret this part. You will see. I don't want to ruin it before I get there, but I'll just go ahead and tell you. So I start doing letters on the nail, right? And I do not know what made me think that there was something wrong with it. I think the first attempt was way better than the second attempt. Oh, I remember the E. I didn't like the E. And instead of just wiping the E off, I make it even thicker, and then it's hardly legible for me. I didn't like it. I ended up wiping everything off. And the second time around, I don't think I executed my heart for the O as well as I did the first time. So I really regret wiping it off. But at this point, I'm just already annoyed that it came out good the first time and I ruined it on the second go around. So that's why I done that. And at that point, I kind of just was over it. And I'm like, I'm just going to follow through and see if I can make the rest of what I wanted to do legible, or if it comes out like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys can read it, but what I'm writing is Love Not War. And does anyone know that song by Tamar Braxton? Oh, I love that song. It's really nice. And she sings so beautiful. But anyways, I'm going to use the Pajama Party and outline the other nails, like just a little bit of outline so they're all kind of tied together and make them pop a little bit more. And do you see how Cosmic Sparkle over top of the nude is just, it really pops. Like, it gave me the wonderful idea that eventually I don't want to give the whole idea away, but I want to use this to do like a galaxy set. I really, really think that this could make a beautiful galaxy set. And right now I'm not going to work on it because I have my collaboration and a few other ideas that I want to execute. But I'm definitely going to try to execute a galaxy set with Cosmic Sparkle because it just is so versatile. It's beautiful. I definitely think this should be one that's in everyone's collection. And yet again, I have carried on through the entire video and did not give you guys the music you're so used to hearing on my channel. So I will log off and wish you all the very best. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, taking care of your loved ones, staying safe, because right now there's some type of flu virus or whatever going around and everyone seems to be getting sick. So be careful out there, and I wish you all the best. Take care, and I will see you all on the next one. Stay safe and adios. Si me cucan, me sacan chilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan, me sacan chilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. Yo soy una chamaca que no se deja. Si me vienen con sus cuentos, pues sí, ajá. Nunca caigo en sus trampas de charlatán. Yo no me creo sus verbos, su bla bla bla. Picosona, pero buena persona. A veces locochona y otras medio chona. Mujerona que no siempre perdona. Yo soy una leona, yo soy una cap. A veces mi sazón les molesta, mis haters les enchila, mis haters les calienta. Lo suyo no me irrita ni me salpica. Yo no les doy el gusto y eso les pica. Yo soy bien picosa, on fire. Yo nunca me dejo de nadie. A mí su pique no me hace nada, porque soy la salsa más brava. No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan, me sacan lo chilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan, me sacan lo chilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. Si me tientan, se sube el picor. La reina de la cosecha, la que tiene el sabor. La que si torean, sienten el calor. Flow Carolina Reaper, sí señor. Como habanera subo la temperatura. Dura, dura, dura en reggaetón con ranchera. Hasta la panza duele con mi sabrosura. Yo tengo el picante que les da las agruras. Yo soy bien picosa, on fire. Yo nunca me dejo de nadie. A mí su pique no me hace nada, porque soy la salsa más brava. No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan, me sacan lo chilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan, me sacan lo chilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran, pero cuidado que